Today is November the 6th, 2016. I'm Keith Warrer, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Cocoa. And today I'm being joined by, what is your name, sir?
Jackie Thompson.
And your name, ma'am?
Diana Walker.
And your name, sir?
Melvin Lockley.
And how do you guys, let's start out with you, sir. How do you know these two?
Well, this is my daughter and her husband. They've been married. They got married right after, in 2013, right after I lost my wife. They got married in North Carolina, and so we've been together ever since. They were together a few years previous.
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 55.
55. And how old are you?
36.
36. And you are?
34, getting ready to be 35 in 4 days.
4 days.
Okay. So birthday's coming up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me, how long have you been homeless here in the woods in this tent?
Well, in the tent, we just received the tent from a gentleman today. We were blessed. We used the last of the money staying at the motel. The motel ran out. Motel money ran out. A friend came to pick us up. He dropped us off a block from his house here at the store. We were getting ready to unload beside the woods, so to speak. And as we were unloading, God sent this gentleman out of nowhere, and he came and said, "Don't unload no more. I got a tent back here in the woods where y'all can stay."
Wow. So, I mean, how long do you think you're going to be back here?
Well, I don't know, because I don't. We know of places like.
Let's hold on right here, guys. We have to take a break for a second. Let me get my bag here. I'll edit this out. Sorry, there'll be a little bit of an edit, guys, but that's because it's starting to rain. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
But I was gonna say, we know of certain places around here where we can go to churches for food and things like that. But right now, I'm just, I don't know of anything to do. I don't know of anything that I can do, because I get, the only money I get is disability at the first of the month. And like I said, because of the motels, it's already gone. And because of all our episodes with being dumb and with drugs, we don't know whether or not he still even has a job. Has no way to even contact people to see if he still had a job. So I really don't know how long I'm going to be out here.
And what kind of drugs have you struggled with?
Oh, well, through my life, I've struggled with them all. Everything from painkillers to crack to crack's been the worst, but I do, and I'm disabled. I have pain issues, so
Right.
I struggled with opiates for years.
And how about you? What have you?
Opiates.
So opiates are the only thing that you struggle with.
Opiates, crack, cocaine, crystal meth.
And how about you, sir?
And honestly, in 34 years, I've just started the opiates and following my wife. Make sure she's happy. I try what she tries.
Yeah. Wow. And what income? What source of income do you guys have? Like, do you have a job, or you don't have a job?
We don't know.
We don't know.
They won't contact them back.
And how about you? Are you employed?
I was trying to get my disability because I have PTSD. I'm bipolar.
She's
manic
real eligible
depression,
for it.
and everything.
We just hadn't.
And currently, right now, you get
get
Social Security disability.
Yeah.
And how much do you get a month for Social Security disability?
1,063.
1,063. So I imagine that goes pretty quick on the street.
Well, you can imagine today's the 6th, and and we're here because it's gone.
And see, I used to work with my husband. We used to go on jobs, and we had vehicles, and we had houses and money.
Yeah. What was your life like before this
My
episode?
I used to work on military bases. I did drywall.
Was that in North Carolina?
Yeah.
We don't know nobody here. We had no family, no nothing.
And do you guys have children? And where
I
were your
lost
children?
one of my kids to the system for drugs.
Is that the state of North
North
Carolina?
Carolina. Yeah.
And that has a lot of my issue where I turn to drugs. I get depressed, and it's like I want to chase it. And then I had one episode where it was so bad I was on drugs, and I was doing, what was it? My son's medicine for he has autism. And
ADHD.
Is it like Adderall or
yeah,
something?
I thought the laws were watching me, and it turned me to God. And I mean, I was homeless then. I lost my home and everything, and was living in my truck, and was in the church, and still didn't give up faith. But when recently, when I moved down here and didn't have nobody to turn to, this last time it's been a struggle for the last 3 or 4 months since we've been here. Because we don't know nobody, and I don't have no ID.
That's the biggest part. I got nobody to see me be proof of who I am. To get an ID, to get a job, get a good job at it. Anybody want to give me a job because I can't get my ID or social security card to show who I am. I got 2 boys, a little girl at home. You can't even call them. Can't tell them nothing.
Are these children from a previous marriage or relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of mine, I took care of them by myself. Their fathers were never there.
I've always been in my life until this past year. I can't put myself to put them in front of them.
Do you feel embarrassed that this is where your life is right now?
Yeah.
Just a struggle, just to not the one to walk out in front of a fucking car and eat everything. But I love them. I want to see them.
And when's the last time you've seen your children?
This is April.
About February, last time I've
Or
seen
February,
any of my kids.
February of 2016.
Yeah.
And where are your children right now? Are they with the state? Or are they with
No,
your ex?
my 2 boys with their mother, and my little girls with their mother, her mother.
And are they safe right now? Are they
Yeah,
being taken care of? Are they healthy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they go to school?
yeah,
So
Mine
they have
too.
stable lives.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's upsetting that you're not in their life,
Yeah.
but you know that they're safe.
Yeah.
And they're being fed and clothed and taken care of.
Yeah. They're not dealing with this.
But the thing is, they're not youngins where they're not naive and not know. My
They
boy's
know.
16, 13, my little girl's 7. They're not stupid. They know. They see me when I was on top 90. They understand where I'm not.
They know you're homeless.
Yeah.
No, they don't know.
No,
no,
They
no.
don't know this.
None of them. We haven't talked to them since then.
Do you guys
I'm
don't?
embarrassed right now to even talk to him. Because my boy, he's 18. He just got his first job. And he's supposed to come see me for
He's
Thanksgiving.
gonna come spend his first job. He's gonna spend his first Thanksgiving with us, and now we don't have anywhere for him to come to.
I got here and tried shit I've never done my whole life. I never tried crack. I never.
I had
needle in
neither
my
home.
arm, never done nothing until I come here.
So you did these things because you were desperate and just.
Well, dad homeless, out of place. Just feel like
So the desperation, the depression, the desperation.
The desperation and depression just made you try anything to escape the reality of what you're in.
Yeah, because I never was on drugs. We always had to stay at a job. And my mom was my rock, my backbone. She always stayed on top of me. And since she's been left, I've been in and out of mental institutions. I've been in and out of hospital. This year, I know it's been about 12, 13 times.
Wow. Wow.
Like right now, I'm out without my medicine. And when when I have my medicine, it's like I don't, fiend for it, or that my mind, it's like I'm more stable, and like right now I don't have it, but I'm trying not to turn that way, because every time I do, it never helps. And like I told my dad, I said, you know,
I don't want to
it's
be
like
on the
God.
streets thinking she got to sell herself or do anything to
Right,
get high, or
right.
because I had a few dollars, but I'd rather spend them to get her high if it keep her from wanting to try to do anything like that. Because in North Carolina, we never done no shit like this. We didn't have the opportunities and put in your place where you can get any kind of drug you want. We was out in the country. We're from the country.
No, the hardest thing we ever did then was weed.
And what kind of medicine do you need for your bipolar? Because when you have your bipolar medicine, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Then you feel stable and you feel normal
Yeah.
and you're functional.
Well, I mean, it makes me zombified.
But you don't drug seek.
But they
Yeah.
but they don't want. No one will hire me. It's like because when I'm on that medicine, it's like I'm a zombie. It's
But
like
if you had to choose being a zombie,
a zombie.
so you would rather be the zombie than out looking for drugs.
And hope
Yeah.
and pray for the right attorney to find for Social Security to get her
Yeah.
disability like she should.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been molested, I've been beat, I've been raped. I mean, you name it, I've been through it, and I'm still not. I haven't committed suicide or anything like that, or overdosed.
And when's the last time you had your medication for bipolar?
Last month.
So you've been out of your bipolar medication for a month.
Yeah, because I went to the hospital and I was seeing, like I told you, somebody tried us on the ice. And I was seeing things. So I went to the hospital because I thought the drug dealers were out to kill me. And they took me off of everything but Seroquel. And all that does is help you sleep.
Right.
And I guess it was like they didn't understand that just because of the addiction, I have the mental issues and things like the woman who I got that time before I got all the medicines that I needed, my Neurontin, which is gabapentin. I was on Seroquel, I was on Cymbalta. What else was it? There's like two other, Paxil and oh God. It's a thing that keeps you from withdrawing and stuff.
And withdrawing from what?
From the opiates.
Oh.
It keeps you, like, it helps you.
Suboxone, maybe?
Yeah. No, but it was like a...
Subutex? Suboxone.
What is it? They give it to me at the hospital.
Narcan? Naloxone?
It's like a Xanax.
Oh, okay.
It keeps you calm, like, but I've never had, like, because the drug issue and the pain that I have, they think it's because of I guess you would say with everybody thinks that it's that I just want the drug. It's not that. I hurt.
Right.
And if I had what I need, I wouldn't have to do that.
Best thing I found on the street for to help her with that would be what she did, Suboxone.
Yeah, I've tried that.
Yeah.
I have, and it really helped. But when I didn't have it,
It's like the worst withdrawals from any drug, though, or Suboxone.
And how about you? Are you on any medication currently, or do you need any medication?
Well, I mean, I'm supposed to be on pain medication and muscle relaxants for back and knee issues because of abuse reasons.
sharing them with us.
Sharing because sharing. I think I have. I'm on Soma for spasms and muscle relaxers. I think I got like 3 of those left. You know, it comes from. I'd rather. I know I shouldn't. I know it's illegal, but I'd rather share it with them than them go out and seek it on some other kind of way or spend their money on it when that kind of thing. And we're all we got down here, and so you know, I guess that's why I chose the wrong thing of sharing medicine.
Right.
that kind of thing. You know, 'cause like I said, don't.
And how about with this kind of behavior? How about run-ins with law enforcement? Have any of you had
No.
any arrests or
No.
any kind of run-ins? So really, the only consequences so far that you've had is you've had children taken away.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
but
that's
that's
why-
a huge consequence.
And I wasn't really then. That's what really, when I lost my kid, when I lost my mom, when I lost my brother, I lost my mama. When I lost my son, I lost it. I really did. Because for 15 years, I raised him.
That's what you sort of realize. We've been in their lives over, well over every 10-year-old.
They just couldn't took him from me.
And my
I was locked, matter of fact, I had got locked up for 30 days for violating probation.
mom took a son with me.
And
What were you on probation for to begin with?
because my son, me and him got in an altercation, and they locked me up, and the guy cop had manhandled me and wasn't listening to me, and was shoving me in the car and stuff. And I told the woman, I was like, that was your job. You should have done that. I'll see you just like that. And they got me for communicating threats. That's what I ended up getting because my son, they dropped all the other charges.
Yeah, everything, all the charges were dropped. The main thing was, what they did is they put her on probation.
And I violated it,
And smoking marijuana, you can't.
smoking marijuana.
It violates it.
And because I moved to another county and me and him broke up. And my son, we were in the church, but I was still smoking. But I was still going to church. I would go with my children because I tried to raise them in the church. And I turned myself in the first of the year because I was running from the law. Because they had took my kid. Because whenever I heard they come in and was asking us about it, and I knew I was on probation, I was like, oh crap, go stay with him. So we went and stayed with him, and I was more like on the run. And they come and took him from him and put him in the system.
I had a job and their license ticket. I had to pay you to go to court for it, and I went.
He had to go full time
by
too.
all again. They locked me up.
And do you have any outstanding stuff in North Carolina
Only thing I
or
got
in
is child
Florida?
support.
So
He's
he
got-
just got child support.
So now
I
you
did.
have child support on top of being homeless.
Yeah. How you supposed to pay child support? You don't.
And when did you last work? Like when was your last full day of work?
2 weeks ago.
It's been over 2 weeks now.
So you've gotten your final paycheck
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
It was,
We
That's
use
all
it over
over.
there.
and what have you
$80
guys?
a night.
How are you guys feeding yourselves?
Yeah, food and buying a room.
Today my husband said he had like
Right, had $4.
$4 in his pocket. Walk up to the store. He's like, you want me to get 2 packs of cookies? I was like, no, I'll just get one for right now and we'll get a drink. And this guy was walking around the corner to walk back here. He said, are you hungry? I said, yeah. He said, here, God bless. He had to give me a full
giant
size
sub.
sub. We all 3 split it.
Fruit.
Banana, apple, orange, in this book. And I got real weak and felt bad earlier, and I started reading it, and I started crying, and I fell asleep.
So this came from one of the local churches or church
Yeah,
group brought some food by.
apparently so, yeah.
And is it any? Let me ask you this: is it any real big secret where we're at right now?
Mm-mm.
I mean, anybody could.
So we're off of Lake Road and Clear Lake, behind the gas station.
The
at
Chevron.
The Chevron at the corner. And if somebody did have some food or clothing or housing for you, how could they get a hold of you?
Nobody could. And I'm just like you, the owner. If,
I don't know how, by God, you found us.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys have phones?
We do, but they're out.
The service on my track phone is out. Occasionally, if when I can find Wi-Fi, I'll go to Wi-Fi and check messages and things like that. That's what I've been doing is people back home, checking on me and things like that. I'll go find a spot that's got Wi-Fi and check on the messages, and I can speak to them then, or they can speak to me then.
And what kind of family members do you? Well, first of all, does any of your family know that any of you are homeless?
They really couldn't do
My
nothing
mom,
about it now.
I told my mom finally last night that I'm homeless. I'm on the street. She do what she can do.
She said we could go live with
I
her,
could go back
but we
home back
can't
North
get no
Carolina.
money.
If I can get back to North Carolina, I wouldn't be homeless.
So if you could get,
She
if you could go back to North Carolina, you would.
Yeah.
So you have family, friends, and help in North
Yeah, we
Carolina.
don't have
I don't
nobody.
know nobody down here.
Yeah, that's where we were born and raised up. We don't, like I said, we only came down here. I'd always envisioned retiring to Florida, so to speak, and when my children were down here working and had a place, I said, well, I'll just take my little disability money and I'll retire to Florida. And then I came down here and let myself get caught up in the drugs and let
I was
myself.
working for a mobile home park down here, remodeling their mobile homes and stuff, and the guy that I worked for, he I don't know what happened. They fell out with him, and then we got pushed to the side, and then when you got pushed to the side, don't know nobody down here, and it's hard
It's hard to get a job.
hard, like I said, with no ID, no social security card. It's hard to do anything. The
See,
churches
his
won't
wallet
even-
got stolen.
The church
My
won't even
purse
help me
got
get a
stolen.
bicycle. They won't do nothing because I don't have ID.
He bought one from a guy, and we finally got a ride to get away around here.
Right.
And we just went and picked it up today. We went to go to the RV where we were staying at
Where
to
our
get
stuff was. And
our stuff, because we had only been out of there like not even a week to get our stuff, and they done let somebody moved in
so
there.
your RV full of stuff.
Third or
gone.
everything's gone.
All we know is she opened the door and there was a young lady in there already that had already been rented to.
Flat. She watching our flat screen TV.
She was asleep. She
Our
woke up and
shoes
she
right
said,
there, and I'm like,
she said, you can't. We rented this place 3 days ago while we were gone.
Well, listen.
it didn't even go through the courts to get us out or nothing.
Right. Wow.
Just told us 3 days you got to be out of here. I was like, wow.
Is there anything you would like people to know about your situation or homelessness, or is there anyone out there that might see this, one of your family or friends? Do you have any messages for them?
For myself, honestly, for myself, I've lived a good long life. I just don't like them being in this situation. If there was any way I could get, I wouldn't care what happened to me if there was any way I could get them back to North Carolina. And naturally, I would go back to North Carolina. But you know what I'm saying? They're my biggest concern. I don't care about myself. Like I said, I do. But like I said, I've lived a long life. I don't like not being able to help provide for them.
And how about you? If any of your friends or family or anybody sees this, any messages
We
for
just
them?
need
or
help.
Just need some help. Yeah.
And God.
Just want to go home.
All right, guys. Well, listen. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.